Guess what time it is? Yup. What's up, guys? Steve here, I1 Fitness. I bet you thought I1 Fitness was a thing of the past. No, that's not the case, but I have been on a little bit of a hiatus, and I'm sorry if the camera's moving a little bit. It's on the dash here, but I'm headed down to the gym right now. You know, the grind hasn't really stopped for me. I did take a week and a half off. I take some days off here and there when I need to, whether it's life circumstances or just healing the body. Once in a while, you've got to heal the body because it takes a pounding, especially over 40 like me. But listen, that's the reality. That's what you have to do. You don't, you know, I'm dedicated, but you know, you've got to be realistic. There's some people that are overboard, but it also depends on your goals. I mean, if your goal is to be a competitive bodybuilder, I mean, you've got a serious commitment there, well beyond even what I'm doing, because you've got to maintain a certain level of conditioning and things like that. For me, I do this because I have a passion for it. I do it because I like to be in shape. You know, I want to look my best and stay strong as possible, as long as possible. I mean, that's the objective. I don't have any aspirations at this time, and I said that before, about being in bodybuilding shows or anything like that. I don't need to be at 6% body fat. You know, it's just not, it's not a part of the equation for me. I do this for me, and I do this for you guys, you know, to share, you know, what I learn and things like that, you know, to pass it on to other people. Maybe they can apply it, or, you know, maybe you find it entertaining. I don't know. But I have been off my game a little bit as far as videos and recording in the channel, and that's simply because of life. You know, believe me, I've been wanting to get some content, and one of the things people need to realize is doing these videos and things like that, it's not as simple as it looks. People, you know, there's people that get paid to do this, and trust me, they deserve it, because when you really put the time in, and I've had stretches where I've been on my game pretty good with it, it requires a lot of time. I mean, it's more than just recording these videos. It's editing them, which sometimes can take hours if you want to make a decent edit. Uploading them, I mean, that takes time. Getting the workouts actually done, filming the workouts, tracking the things you're eating during the day. I mean, you know, and trying to document it for people. It's a whole day affair if you really do it right. So it's, you know, you should get paid for it. I'm not at that point yet, because this channel hasn't grown that far yet, but you definitely have to put the time in. It's another commitment like anything else. And so when things get hectic, when life gets crazy, for me right now, it takes a back burner. It's not because I don't want to do it. It's just because it's not my primary source of income, or, you know, at this time. But when I'm able to, I try to get back in the saddle. So anyway, lately you know, things have been crazy. I had some upheaval with my job. I know I talked about that in the past, and then I took a new job with all the intentions in the world of it being a good opportunity. Although there were some red flags early on, really serious red flags. I took a chance on it, but it wasn't really right for me. I wasn't able to give them what they needed because they just weren't ready to really. It's a whole nother story. But so you know, I've had to kind of deal with restructuring my life and, you know, deciding what's next for me in my journey. Not to mention, hold on here, you know, having young kids. They just went back to school. Family, different family things. Just the hecticness of life. I still have a band. We've had gigs. You know, we've been busy. So, and then we have a benefit coming up for my son in October. So it's a busy time. So just believe that I'm still here. I still get in the gym. I don't stop training. I'm still, you know, pursuing my goals and trying to stay in the best shape I can. And like I said, you know, you have to prioritize. And if there's a time where I miss a few days in the gym here and there, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it has to for some reason, whether it be a life obstacle or just me needing to heal. I mean, I'm over 40 years old, and I train hard as I possibly can, and I try to do the best I can. You've got to listen to your body. I can't stress it enough. I've talked about it in many videos, you know, and you hear people say it all the time. And, you know, some of the young people might not truly understand that, but the older you get, the more you will. And I don't mean it, you know, that I'm old and decrepit, but you've got to pay attention to the way you feel, the aches and pains, the joints. You know, picking up heavy weight, things like, you know, it's just there is some wear and tear factor, and you have to pay attention to that and be mindful of it. It doesn't mean that you have to treat it like, you know, like you're a frail old man, but you have to respect it, and you've got to train around it. You've got to train accordingly, and you can still make great results and get strong. You still have to go hard. You're not going to be able to get out of putting intensity into it. But you've got to be able to respect it and know that, you know, you can get hurt doing this stuff. And you've got to keep that in mind. So, you know, that comes up from time to time for me. And a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, can I get through here for fuck's sake? I mean, what the fuck? Pardon my language. Let's see if I can creep over. Come on, dude. Come on. All right. Sorry about that freaking traffic, but anyway, guys, sorry I started to get on a little bit of a ramble there, but I'll get into that more as we go. I'm getting ready to go in the gym. I'm actually getting my first workout of the weekend. It's been a little screwy this week, but I got to be back in a little over an hour at the house, so I got to get in here and get to it. I won't be able to get footage today, but I'll talk to you here in a little bit. All right, teriyaki chicken, broccoli, and rice, man. If you don't have one of these rice cookers and you like to eat rice, I recommend getting one. And of course, even my boys are eating the right way. All right, guys, this day has about come to a close. Got a decent workout in today. Cooked some good food you saw there for the boys and myself. What I want to touch on real quick is I'm glad to be back. I'm trying to get back in the saddle here with some video content for you and things like that. But I think I want to, you know, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But, you know, I'm thinking about maybe incorporating more life vlog type stuff on this channel, because although it's a fitness channel, always be a fitness channel. I mean, that's what it originated as, but it never was necessarily designed as an X's and O's only channel. And what I mean by that is just fitness related. You know, this is how you do a proper bench press and this, that, and the other. There is a boatload of content and information on the internet and on YouTube alone about that stuff. There is a saturated fitness industry out there, and I think it would get pretty redundant, and it certainly would for me, if everything was always just about X's and O's of fitness. So I want to incorporate some life vlog stuff. You know, I'm also you know, kind of a musician on the side. I've got kids. I've got you know, work related things that might be interesting. Depends on what you find interesting. I have channels that I watch, fitness related and non-fitness related, that I find interesting, and I subscribe to them because I don't know, it's whether it's the characters or what's going on in their day to day that is interesting to me. Maybe they work on projects. I mean, it could be a number of things, but I find that you do kind of become interested in what people have going on. Now, that doesn't mean that my life is always super interesting, but I just thought maybe I would start incorporating a little more into these daily vlogs or these weekly vlogs, or however I end up doing it, to maybe make it a little more entertaining outside of just fitness. Because at the end of the day, this channel was made for the average person, for the regular person who is getting older, or not, they don't have to be getting older, but who has a life and a job and a family, and wants to be in shape, or wants to push themselves to new levels, or wonders if they can, or whether or not they'll have time, and things like that. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's always been designed for motivation and inspiration, and God knows I need it as much as anybody. I mean, I've had some rough things happen over the past few months, and that's why I've had some hiatus from my video making and things like that, because life gets in the way, as I said earlier, and you have to prioritize, and you have to focus on what's important at that moment. But I enjoy doing this stuff, so I didn't want to fade away, and I'm back to try to get some content for you guys. So listen, let me know what you think in the description box. I'm sorry, in the comment section below, excuse me, as to what you would like to see. And I might try to start incorporating some different things as well as fitness. I mean, you should have fitness in your lives. It should be important to you. You should want to be in the best shape you can. You should want to be as strong as possible. I mean, there's no doubt about that. So this channel has always been about that, not just X's and O's. So let me know what you think below. Don't forget to check out the Instagram channel. I'll try to get back on top of that as well. Don't forget about the mouse pads. You can not only get some fitness related design type desktop accessories from me, but you can also check out my ladies business, which is the Pillow Girls, pillowgirls.com, I believe. You can check her out on Etsy though, and then she does really well, and she has a variety of different things on there if you're into that kind of thing. But anyway, listen, I'll talk to you guys real soon. Let's try and stay stronger longer. Peace.